Envoy built a fantastic visitor management product. In the past few years, they expanded to other products like room and desk bookings or digital signage. And if you're looking for alternatives, well, there might still be some reasons for you to look for alternatives. One is pricing. Envoy tends to clearly be on the higher end of pricing for these types of solutions. Another one could be use case. Although the platform is pretty powerful, there might still be features or things about the platform that don't really work for your use case. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you some of the best alternatives on the market that you can consider. And clearly, the main thing to think about is if you're looking at Envoy only for their visitor management solution or for more than one product. Why is this important? Because when it comes to visitor, they're head-to-head with companies like FacilityOS or The Receptionist, but also companies like Archie or Robin. And some of those only offer a visitor management solutions, while others also, just like Envoy, include room and desk booking and might even have a better product than Envoy on those other features. So if you're and the same is true for the opposite scenario. Let's say that you're using Envoy only for desk booking, then maybe you will be looking at Deskbird or Skedda instead of something else. So depending on the specific products that you're most interested in, the types of alternatives would differ. There are, however, some solutions, I already mentioned Archie and Robin. There are others that offer pretty strong products in different verticals. Those are the ones that I'm going to focus on. But depending on your needs, you might also want to narrow it down to a solution that only covers what you need it for. You need it for meeting rooms. Well, then it doesn't really matter if Joan doesn't have the best visitor management system because you're not going to use it anyway. So maybe for meeting rooms, that's a great alternative that you can consider. So let's take a look at some of the key solutions. The number one I'm going to mention is Archie, which is currently listed among the highest rated visitor management solutions on G2. And the product is pretty powerful and complete from a visitor management standpoint, meaning you can really automate your visitor flows and customize them to your needs. It connects to batch printers. It runs on iOS and Android. This is a small difference since Envoy only runs on iPads, and it handles emergency evacuations as part of their Pro plan, so it doesn't require enterprise pricing or add-ons. So there are some pricing considerations to take into account because the product is clearly cheaper than Envoy. And it's also high rated for other products like desk booking. Currently, it's number one highest rated on G2. So if that's also interesting to you, you have the option to expand to a powerful and complete room and desk booking platform. If you're looking only at visitor management system, then it offers a lot of the functionalities that Envoy does. It may not have every single thing, but it probably maps pretty closely all of the core functionalities. Another company to look at is for sure Robin. So the pro about considering Robin is that the platform is robust, enterprise ready, tons of features, and the visitor management module is quite developed. Robin originally started more with a meeting room booking set of things and then expanded into all of the other verticals. So the opposite as Envoy, which started as visitors and then expanded into all of those related workplace reservation systems and signage and all of that. So very powerful, great product. The cons is that pricing would probably be in line with Envoy, if not higher. So yeah, most likely it's not going to be more advantageous. But if you're only looking at product functionalities and not really considering the budgeting aspect, then this is for sure a great solution to consider. I'm going to mention two more that are very specific on individual products. One is FacilityOS. If you're only looking at visitor management, it includes a very complete set of features. The company was formerly known as iLobby, if by chance that name sounds more familiar, but it's now under the FacilityOS brand. And it offers a few different solutions for contractor management, for instance, emergency management. Well, this Archie and Envoy offer just the same, but still logistics and security. So there are a few things that are more connected to the visitor and workplace security aspect that could be very interesting. And if this is the only thing you care about, then it's probably a better pick compared to Robin or Archie, because you would have more options to deploy related yet different product beyond pure visitor management. And on the other side of things, you're really more interested in managing resources in your office space. You can look into a solution like Deskbird, which offers meeting room and desk booking. It offers visitor management as a new product. So that's more of an add-on rather than a standalone visitor management solution. But if you're in a scenario where you don't need a particularly powerful visitor module, you just need something simple to send in visitors, and what you actually care about is to have a great office booking experience for meeting rooms, desks, private offices, phone booths, parking spots, whatever they may be, Deskbird is definitely worth considering. And the price point is also quite attractive. It's more in line with the Archie side of things rather than more corporate solutions like Robin or Envoy. This is other great options to look into. One final thought when you're looking at alternatives. So I mentioned pricing. The model itself can be different depending on the solution. So you may want to not only look at the final quote for your project, but also, the pricing model itself, if it's based on a number of visitors, number of hosts receiving visitors, if it's unlimited and it's only by location. In the case of resources, if it's based per user or if it's based per resource. So if we go on Envoy, for example, workplace, we have a per user pricing, and there's also some feature gating. So actually your entry-level tier doesn't allow for desk booking. You need the premium one to actually be able to book conference rooms and desks. And you still have certain things that are not included here either, like multi-channel emergency notifications. So that would require premium, and then some stuff will require their enterprise plan. So those are all things to think about. And definitely from a usability standpoint, the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is just to try to find available resources to actually see the user interface and see what that will look like, and then shortlist 2 or 3 companies and see how they compare to what the experience would be like with Envoy. But pricing consideration, usability consideration, and at the end of the day, there are a lot of solutions offering similar features. Envoy has been leading the way clearly on the visitor management side of things and has developed a solid product also in those other verticals. But the use cases are always different. So there might be better options depending on what exactly you need, or there might be just equally good options that are half the price and become a better pick because of that. So I hope you found this useful. I'm gonna link a couple of resources as well that you can dig deep into, because it's hard to cover everything in a video, but then you can do additional research there. And that's it. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.